Hi folks, and welcome back to Butsy Customised. I actually forgot what it was actually the channel was called. It's been that blinking long since I've posted a video. Obviously everybody who follows me on social media will know I lost my uncle. We've had a lot going on obviously in the lead up to Christmas between work and holidays and whatnot. We've also been building a lot of bits and bobs with Bryvan and the new project in RS, but I am back for a new year and I thought, you know what, it's time you had an update on everything that has been going on. Today I'm going to be showing you the new RS, finally. It's not completely finished, it still has a lot of stuff still to get done to it. I'll go through it and I was just about to rattle off, but why listen to me waffle on when you can actually see the car? So I've got the RS, you know, probably about 90% done, probably another 10% on wee bits and bobs to tidy up that we want to get done, boot builds, etc. We have got the Ryan as well, which everybody forgot about. It was away getting a new RS turbo engine into it and new sills. It's back. We also have the Bryvan, which I've been working on now. We're getting closer to that. I'm hoping by the end of this week, the first week in the new year, that I'm going to be turning it off the key. I have found the problem. I know exactly what it is. And it just needs to wire it up, and once that turns over the key I can then start modifying it and building it and get it back to Bryvan as soon as I possibly can. We have had no real other cars added to the collection, the Ford collection anyway, but I have added a new car that people would have seen on my Instagram and my Facebook. With my uncle passing away, he actually left me his car. Now, it's nothing out of the world fancy, but it's a sentimental item to me. It really is a sentimental item. But I'm going to show you in a video, obviously after this one. It's a Saab convertible. My uncle could have had any car that he wanted, and that's the car he wanted. And when he passed away, it was left to me to look after. So it's a car that I won't ever get rid of because it's just sentimental, you know. But we'll go into that one and that one. But right now, let me show you what we've done with the new RS. Now you remember, if I put up a couple of photos, the Monster RS. The Monster RS that Daniel owned was a cracking car. It had everything you wanted on a show car. But I wanted to prove to people that you could actually take someone else's car and make it completely your own. Now, if I was to sell Blaze, then someone saw it driving about all the time, they'd always be saying, oh, that's Butsy's car. Took Shadow out, oh, that's Butsy's old car. So the signature's on who built it. Now, Daniel obviously did a great job on the Monster, but I'd like to think now, looking at it, that car is forgotten about now and it's no longer Daniel's, it is my car, especially with what we've done to it. But why do you want to wait? Will I waffle in some more? Or will I pull this shutter up and show you exactly what's outside? Let's get that shutter up. As you can see, it's done completely different from the Monster effect that it had. It has had a full wrap in Caribbean blue. We've got air ride suspension on it. We've got a set of 20-inch BBS CHRs on it. We've got a carbon roof. We've put the back to an RS spoiler on it, so no big wing. We've got a full Maxton design kit on it. RS front bumper, wide arch kit. Monkey Range headlights as well that were on it, but we have got a new set getting fitted later on today that I'll do another video on. Custom bonnet made by myself and custom interior in there as well. All change, has been all changed. Now, this project hasn't been without its faults and, how can I say, turns and troubles. When we took the wrap off, underneath the wide arch, which was already on it, it was all broken away. It hadn't really been fitted right. There was nothing really to support it. So as soon as the wheels hit the arch, it's obviously been pulling off, and the only thing that was holding it on was the original digital wrap that was on it. So once we took that off, we realised we had to fix all the bodywork, cue the videos or photos that were put up to get it all done first. So the time that we should have had wrapping the car was actually spent doing a lot of bodywork. So I think we spent 8 weeks, bearing in mind I did this myself. I've never done bodywork at all, ever, not even a little bit, have I? So I spent all my time down at KW for 8 weeks solid, blending in the arches, making sure they're right, reattaching extensions onto the backside skirts, and then obviously because I wanted rid of the fiberglass bumpers and went back to the original RS bumpers front and back, I then had to mould on the arch extensions that were on that bumper and mould them onto the RS bumpers. Now they're not perfect, by no means perfect. This car wasn't actually meant to be a show car. This was meant to give me a car that was, you know, I could take to shows, I could go to, you know, local meets with, but I could also go and have fun with, you know, enjoy it. So it wasn't supposed to be a massive big build on the money front. I was trying to do it within a budget of, you know, not a lot compared to what, you know, you can build these for, which I know I've done. So it's been wee bits and bobs I've tweaked and turned now. Under the engine bay still hasn't been dealt with at all. If anything, I've given it a service and I've changed the plugs on it, oil, service and filter. But everything else, engine-wise, other than exhaust, has been changed. Has been kept the same, other than exhaust, which I've changed to Miltech at the back rather than the KMS, you know, 6-inch cans that were on the back. It just gave me too much of a drone on them. Plus, they were all cracked and welded because obviously we were running a screamer pipe with shooting flames out the back of it all the time. Talking like I'm out of breath here. But yeah, we've obviously colour coded the calipers on it, front and back as well. So the case bolts have been, you know, serviced up. We've also put new seals on them, put them back together and painted them. We've got obviously the coloured wheel nuts on it now. I've had to put a set of spacers on it obviously as well to suit the wheels. So we had to drill pockets in the back of the BBS CHRs so that it would allow the wheel to sit against the spacer effectively, because the case bolts actually need them to clear the brakes in the first place. Plus, with a wide arch kit on it, I need to push the wheels out to sit in a nicer location. Originally, I wasn't going to put air ride on it either, but Andrew, who is my cousin, I don't know if for those of you that have read Fast Forward magazine, he had a yellow Mark III RS Focus. Now, it was on air ride, but he's wanted to go down a different route lately, so he decided to sell that car. Now, he took the air ride off it because nobody wanted it with the air ride, and with it sitting, we put it straight onto this. Now, nobody would believe that a Mark III would fit onto a Mark II, but everything's exactly the same. We literally changed back arms, and you know, it came with custom back arms for it, and switched them on there. The fronts went straight on. So literally, this was a bolt-on kit from Mark III onto a Mark II. No issues at all. Even the level setting on it, from being slammed to driving height to raised, is exactly what it was on the Mark III as well, which is great for me because it saves it setting up. I haven't done the boot install on it yet, which we do plan on doing. It's obviously just been sat in place at the moment to figure out, you know, what speaker system we're going to put in it, if anything at all, which head unit we're going to change it to. But I don't know. I haven't got that far. Maybe make it look nice and you know, for the shows and whatnot. We still have obviously the door shuts to get done in black at the moment. Like, obviously being a green car underneath, as soon as you open the doors, we do still see the green. So Kev at KW is still going to do those wee bits. But because I've not seen the car for, you know, the 3 weeks I was away on holiday, and it had been built, you know, for 8 weeks, I've not really driven it since this. So I thought, you know what, I'm still on holiday, I want to have fun in my car, let me take it away and we'll bring it back and get it fixed. So I'm loving driving it, and it draws some attention, and the colour really pops outside. But I'll grab the camera and I'll show you exactly what the new interior looks like, because we changed that up just a little bit as well. And as you can see, it's a bit different from the monster look that we gave it. I wanted to give it a clean, fresh look. This Caribbean blue is, I love it. This is by Tech Wrap. I saw it on a Corvette over in America, and I was flicking through colours. What colour could I choose? And this was on a Corvette, and with the lines, the shapes along the side, the curves, it just made that colour pop, and I knew I had to do it to an RS. Originally, I was going to take the yellow wrap off that and change shadow to this, but when this car came up, it made sense to completely redo the monster and make this that colour. And I think it's safe to say it looks really good, even if I do say so myself. Obviously, the bonnet was taken off because we had aero catches on the front, and no latch kit. So my friend Andy Innes at Custom Mark II Custom Latch Kit, he sorted me out with a full latch kit that sits in the glove box to open the bonnet, so no more It's key, especially since we've done a Badger Skrill in the front. Literally in the glove box, pop open the boot, and then the lever to open the bonnet, so we don't need to worry about those aero catches and people being able to get into the bonnet while it's sitting still or parked elsewhere. So yeah, it's been bits and bobs. As you can see, front RS bumper is back on it as well. Now I've had them all painted, everything's painted underneath here because obviously we wanted to make sure that when the wrap took to it, it was all nice and tidy. So it was painted by my mate Jamie, who obviously painted it grey because that's what we had sitting, and then we wrapped over the top of it. New fog lights in it, new fog light bulbs, new grills, everything that will tidy up that front end. It was a wee bit worn with obviously getting driven hard at the front. Sun strip, short stack aerial, carbon roof. It is a film, it's not a real carbon roof, but I mean, if I told you it was, you'd believe it because it is such a good quality digital wrap. We've got carbon B pillars on it as well, the RS spoiler with the Maxton Design lip on it, as well as the low line kit back onto it as well. I'm trying to clean it up to make it look as if maybe Ford had done a special edition for me again, but obviously I don't think they put air ride in their cars, but you never know. Ford, give it an option and go for there. But not waffling, I'll show you this interior. I'm deviating. So you need to excuse the mess in here, but this is the tank system I've got for the airlift. It's just on a plate at the moment, compressor on this side, and obviously management is still sitting a bit loose at the moment over here. These are new fog lights I'm going to put into the bumpers, maybe do a video on them, and I've still to hoover out the boot. That's just pure laziness, but someone put stuff in the boot and it had all the metal filings, and now I've got to pick it out the carpets. So yeah, my plan is, encase this all in, make it look pretty, maybe a couple of subs, maybe a sub in the floor, amp here, I don't know. Nothing too crazy because I still want to get to the BC coilover fittings here, because obviously the bags have replaced the springs. So as long as I can get into adjustment springs for the shocks there, then I'll be happy enough for this. But yeah, and nothing crazy to see in here. Obviously I'll tidy up the lines. I kind of want to go with a hardline kit. I've seen them done, and it's quite nice with the silver hard lines going straight into the management and make it, make a feature of it in there, and maybe hide the tank. But again, I'll do something through the line, but nothing much to see in here other than a big old tank and a box full of rubbish. So thanks a lot for joining me on my first video of the year with the new RS. Everybody, I think, was waiting to see in a video rather than the pictures on Instagram. I'm very grateful, very grateful for everybody that's contacted me and tried to push me forward to do more with these videos and obviously do more with the cars. I'm hoping I'm keeping everybody, inspired. I'm also hoping you're enjoying some of the builds, but the main thing in it all is I'm enjoying building them. I'm loving being back and doing work on the cars, and I'm hoping through the year that I'll get as much done as I can with the videos, and more work on the cars and show you exactly what we're getting up to. But remember as well though, every single month I've still got an update on everything I'm doing on the Fast Forward magazine. So that monthly subscription that you're paying for will see my ugly face in it, where you probably understand me a bit better because it's written in English rather than worded in Scottish here. But you know what, it's there's not many Scottish guys like us out doing this, so taking one for the team. So again, thank you so much for subscribing, logging in, and I hope everybody had a massively great Christmas and New Year, and I hope that this year everybody smashes all those goals I've got and pushes themselves forward, because all you want is the best people. I certainly do anyway, because why would you sit and want the worst of folk. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next one, which I'm just about to go and film just now. Until then, take it easy. Fast forward.